On this episode of the Naturist Living Show, Naturist Music.
This episode of the Naturist Living Show is brought to you by Bear Oaks Family Naturist Park. At Bear Oaks, we offer traditional naturist values in a modern setting. Free your body, free your mind. www.bearoaks.ca.
Welcome to episode number 25 of the Naturist Living Show. Yes, it's been 2 years and we're now in our third year. This is episode 25 and I'm your host, Stéphane Deschênes. I'm also the owner of Bear Oaks Family Naturist Park. And today, we're talking about naturist music. You know, one of the things about being a naturist is there's no particular job or education level or anything that makes a naturist. So naturists are found in all walks of life, and naturally those who are more creative would take their passion for naturism, and it truly is a passion for most naturists I've met, and try to apply it to their art, whether that be paintings. I've seen paintings and sculptures, or people have created theater plays. We've talked to Stephen Crawley, who does graphic novels about naturists. There's certainly been a number of novels written as well. And of course, a number of musicians have written songs and music about naturism. One of the first ones I met was actually Helene Williams and Leonard Lehrman at one of the FCN Naturist Festivals, who'd written an international naturist anthem. I think they first did it in the 90s. It was first printed in Going Natural in 1994. In English, and then in French in 2006, and in 2009 they even did a German version with Claudia Kellersch, who was at the festival. So it exists in 3 versions.
It's fun to be natural, and it's fun to be free, and it's fun to live out every fantasy. Come live free your body and come sing free your voice. The freedom of naturism is our choice. Freedom means standing proud and tall. Wear what you like or nothing at all. For a life lived in harmony with earth, sky, and air is a life of pleasures for all to share. When taking a shower or when taking a bath, if you're wearing clothes, it's only for a laugh. So throw off your tension, candy, throw off your clothes, and swim, play, or sing in the sun and goes. Freedom means standing proud and tall. Wear what you like or nothing at all. For a life lived in harmony with earth, sky, and air is a life of pleasures for all to share. The right to be natural, the right to be free, is the right to clothing or optionality. And if body acceptance is the goal for today, then nude recreation is the natural way. Freedom means standing proud and tall. Wear what you like or nothing at all. For a life lived in harmony with earth, sky, and air is a life of pleasures for all to share.
But also, if you've been listening to the early shows of the Naturist Living Show, the early episodes, you will have heard a number of songs by the Naked Drummer and the Bailey's Road Band. I ran into them. I don't remember exactly how, but I connected with them and they sent me some sample songs, which I've included in those early episodes. And they're very, very good. They're actually the music on hold at Bear Oaks now, so you can hear it if you call Bear Oaks and you get put on hold for a little while. At least you'll hear part of the songs. We also sell the CD of their music in the store, the Bear Boutique, both the physical store and online. And they're very catchy tunes. But there's a whole CD. We only played the 3 songs, and there's a whole CD of naturist or nudist-based music, which is fun to listen to. So why don't I play one of those songs from the Naked Drummer and the Bailey's Road Band once again?
If I was a nudist, my dad would say to me, what do you do when you're looking clothes free? Put on some shorts, maybe a top, cover your body so no one can see. Now I'm a nudist, can't you see? It's the way I was born, it lives in me. The freedom of my body, the way to be. Being a nudist is clothes free. I like to live my life as free as can be, whether or not you will agree. It's something I do, can't hide it no more. Hiding in my bedroom behind my closed door. When I am a nudist, can't you see? It's the way I was born, it lives in me. The freedom of my body is the way to be. Being a nudist is clothes free.
Hello? Hello? Nicky here. Have you seen today's newspaper?
No, which one is that?
You know, the new one called Bottoms Up.
Oh, that's a new paper.
No, it's a nude paper.
Oh, what a jolly good idea that is.
You know, naked bodies in the beach having a jolly good old time and all that sort of stuff. What?
It's about time. I am a nudist, can't you see? It's the way I was born, it lives in me. The freedom of my body is the way to be. Being a nudist is clothes free. Do you understand how I feel? Don't wanna live behind my closed door. Being a nudist comes naturally. Being a nudist is natural to me. Now I am a nudist, can't you see? It's the way I was born, it lives in me. The freedom of my body is the way to be. Being a nudist is clothes free. In the sunlight of the day, I like to live my way. If people are here or far away, being a nudist is what I am. Nobody can say your life is in a can. Now I'm a nudist, can't you see? It's the way I was born, it lives in me. The freedom of my body is the way to be. Being a nudist is clothes free. Being a nudist, can't you see? It's the way I was born, it lives in me. The freedom of my body is the way to be. Being a nudist is clothes free.
So that was Being a Nudist by the Naked Drummer and the Bailey's Road Band. There'll be links, of course, to their site on the show notes, as usual. It's from a CD called Songs for Nudists, and there are 4 people in the group. Dennis, who does vocals and lead. Yvonne, who does bass. Richard, who I originally connected with, and he's the actual Naked Drummer, vocals and drums. And Tracy, who does vocals and rhythm. The Dennis McCaffrey, who's guitar and lead guitar and vocals, also a little while ago sent me a CD from a friend of his that he helped, Bill Siddall. The CD is called Stitchless, and it also has 4 songs about being a nudist or a naturist. Bill's from New Zealand. And then they sent me an interview done by Baz Mantis about with Bill Siddall about the music he's created. So why don't we take a moment to listen to that?
Okay, we're here now with Bill Siddall, talented New Zealand musician and singer-songwriter. And hello.
How are you doing?
Great, thank you. Now, you've released an album, a mini-album, an EP, a 4-track EP that goes by the name of Stitchless.
Yes.
Here
yes,
in New
that's the
Zealand.
one.
It's got a decidedly nudist theme running through it. Okay, so this is your first solo release, isn't it?
That's correct.
Now, you've got a bit of an accent there, Bill. First of all, can you tell me, where do you come from originally?
I come from Yorkshire, England.
How long have you been living over here for?
23 years.
23 years?
Yes, 23 years.
What made you leave the UK then?
Came here to New Zealand for a sunnier climate, really. That's the main thing, yeah.
Sure. So your main instruments, what would they be?
My main instrument, probably the one and only instrument, is the harmonica.
So what first got you into music then when you were younger?
Well, I played in a skiffle group in about 1957 at school. So basically that's what got me into music. But really I left that alone for many years until I met Dennis McCaffrey in New Zealand, because he comes from New Zealand. He lives in Australia now.
Yeah, and he was one of the musicians in the Naked Drummer
Yes,
band,
he's
the Bailey's Road Band.
He's the Bailey's Road Band, and that's how I got introduced to the Naked Drummer. I was approached after my wife died a couple of years ago. He brought me out of a kind of miserable time, you might say,
Yeah.
and by asking me if I could write a song for his Naked Drummer Band. And I said, well, I'll give it a try. And one track led to another track and really ended up doing 4.
So you've done 4 of your own now for your own project.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So where does your inspiration come from these particular songs? Because these are not the sort of songs most people sort of get up in the morning and start writing about.
Well, that was a challenge. I've got to admit that was a challenge. But, yeah, the inspiration came from Dennis McCaffrey, really. He talked to me about it, and he said, hey, get into it, and it's something different for you.
And they were already involved in writing nudist-based songs, weren't they?
Yes, they was already doing that. So he sent me his CD, and I expect the inspiration came from him, really. It was a tough one, I've got to admit.
Yeah, it would be. So what comes first for you, the music or the lyrical ideas?
Basically, the music. I have to get a pattern of music down first, and the lyrics can come later.
Excellent. So what are you doing musically at the moment?
Just jamming around with my personal friend, and not a lot. I have to admit, I've been a little bit busy with things, and I've not been playing out, as we call it. Just jamming.
Yeah, I know you've been writing some other songs which haven't been nudist related.
That's correct.
Would we be able to see a return back to the nudist genre of songwriting? Do you think? Summer's coming on, and you want to take your shirt off at least.
I guess that's a distinct possibility. I don't throw that away. I say it's a possibility. I haven't had headspace at the moment for doing anything, but maybe.
Yeah. Is this your first recording project, or you've been involved with other recordings as well?
I have been involved with other recordings with Dennis McCaffrey when he lived in New Zealand before he left to go to Australia, and we did a tape. We did an audio tape at that time, and the band was called Realise, and I wrote a song on that too. Yeah.
I've heard that album, and I think we've even got a copy of it here in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Take a listen to one of the songs from the album Stitchless.
shoes and take your hat and coat off too. You can drop them to the floor, you don't need them anymore because freedom's calling you. Freedom's calling, freedom's calling, freedom's calling you. Freedom's calling, freedom's calling, freedom's calling you. Come on, walk in the sun and have plenty of fun and feel so liberated too. Your skin you cannot bear, walk this world without a care because freedom's calling you. Freedom's calling, freedom's calling, freedom's calling you. Freedom's calling, freedom's calling, freedom's calling you. When you're down to your skin, you'll be happy within. A smile will fill your soul. You'll feel your heart begin to soar, the need to do it more, 'cause freedom's calling you. Freedom's calling, freedom's calling, 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 freedom's calling you.
So 4 very clever songs on that CD from Stitchless and Bill Siddall. But life is full of funny coincidences. And within, I would say, just weeks of that, I received essentially a press release about a brand new album that was going to be released. An album by Tondo, I think he pronounced it, or Tondo, actually he says it Tondo, which is short for Tony. Anthony Douglas is his name. So he takes Tony and Douglas and he becomes Tondo. And he's been a naturist all his life, and he did these 2 albums, each with 10 songs, very prolific in the writing side. The words are really, really nice, actually, really well thought out. The 2 albums are called Nature Zones and Naked Places. And so I was intrigued by the coincidence, by the fact I'd found yet another naturist musicians. You can actually listen. The 2 CDs have not yet been released as of this month when I'm doing the podcast. But he's planning on releasing them in the spring of 2011. But you can actually listen to them online. They're through the website that I'll put on the show notes again. There's a streaming of the songs, so that's how I heard them, and that's how you can hear them. But you can hear them right here on the show. So let's play one of them right now.
Within your reach are nature zones, along a beach or just at home. Whether you seek to be alone or in a group, there is a nature zone. The mental space that is your own, the body that tags along, is looking for a way to roam in a complete and total nature zone. There's a place you've longed to know, you learned about long ago. It's worlds apart from what you've known. It welcomes you into a nature zone. Go let your body do what it's intended to. Go set your spirit free, like it's supposed to be. After you've gone, after you've done a rendezvous with nature once. Could be you feel it's not enough. Could be you seek another nature zone. The spirit seeks to be with nature, puts it at peace, satisfies the soul. The ambiance mostly matters. The spirit seeks nature one-on-one. I need to reconnect with nature. I need to reassess the path I'm on. I need to recreate this creature. I need to revisit nature zone. The spirit seeks to be with nature, puts it at peace, satisfies the soul. The ambiance mostly matters. The spirit seeks nature one-on-one. I need to reconnect with nature. I need to reassess the path I'm on. I need to recreate this creature. I need to revisit nature zone.
So I was intrigued by the music, and I was intrigued by the words, and I was intrigued by the man. So I gave him a call, and we arranged an interview. So what you're about to hear is my talk with Tom Do. So you go by the name Tom Do, but that's not your real name. You were saying it's an artistic name, I guess?
It's just a stage name. Actually, it derives from Tony Douglas, and I pronounce it Tondo.
Tondo, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you. Needed something distinguishable.
And where are you from?
I was born in Dayton, Ohio, and I've been many places since. I most prefer, at least at this stage, I most prefer Sunny Isles Beach, Florida. I'm just a few footsteps away from Haulover Beach, and it just works perfect for me.
Nice. I love Haulover Beach. It's a beautiful beach. Loved it. I was there just last spring.
Yeah, it's great. It's great there.
So, but you're also in Vegas, and you've got a fair bit of connection to Hawaii as well.
Yes, in Las Vegas. I have some family in Las Vegas, and I actually do the music production in Las Vegas, and it's a sort of a central location. There's family here, and then I'll be going over to Oakhurst, California, to do the music video for the single for Nature Zones. And I have gone to Hawaii several times, and I'll probably continue doing that. I like it there. Oahu, Waikiki Beach area, and I like McKenna Beach, little beaches there on Maui. It's a really nice spot there too.
Nice. Now, which came first, music or naturism?
Oh, naturism. Yeah, definitely.
How did you become a naturist?
You know, I don't know that I became a naturist. I think it's just It's just been who I've been. It is who I've been for as long as I can remember. I don't have any differing feelings than I've ever had. There've been more opportunities later in my life to live it fully than earlier, but it's just who I've been forever, I think.
Well, that's good. So, how did you end up deciding to make music about naturism?
Well, there are a lot of reasons. I wanted to have a way to identify with other naturists, connect with other naturists, and then there's I've been in environments, mostly the free beaches, and I've seen some things that are, I'm sure, contrary to naturism, and there's a good deal of observation of the things that are contrary. I think it's important to note that naked people are not naturists. They're merely people in natural form.
Right.
And I think these people, some of them, they'll exhibit a conduct that's not at all representative of a naturist, and it's just it's where all the attention seems to be focused. So I thought if I could do something like what I'm doing and have it see the light of day, then it might make a positive impression, and it'd be something that other naturists could relate to as well.
Well, and I definitely like your lyrics. I mean, you're really trying to capture a naturist philosophy there. It's not a fair term to use in North America, but nudist is really what you describe, people who are just nude on a beach or in a club, and that's it. That's in Europe, that's what they call nudists. And naturists are those who have a whole, life philosophy of respect for self and others and the environment around that, and actually it's not all about nudity. But in North America, people call themselves nudists who are really naturists as well. So I don't think to use that as a negative label the way they do in Europe wouldn't be fair in North America.
Thank you for that. That's a good point.
So how do you start doing how do you do a song? How do you put together a song like you've done? You have some 20 songs, I would say, right? Is that about right?
Oh, more actually, but there are 20 that are ready for, well, I shouldn't say ready for release in this interview, but there are 20 that are actually ready. There are 2 albums that are ready, but this is so easy, and it's not, when I say it's easy, I'm saying that I'm merely writing of my life experience. I'm writing of my own personal naturist life, and it's varied, and it's extensive, and it's just based on observations and feelings and ideas and plans, and it just comes together really, really easy, honestly.
Now, have you done non-naturist music, songs, and that kind of thing?
I have. I've written about a dozen or so adult contemporary songs. I haven't produced those. I'll probably do that sometime after these 2 albums are out. They're pretty good, but they're not at all naturist focused.
Yeah, well, certainly I think most musicians write about things that they're passionate about, and that's where the good music comes out, right?
I think probably so, honestly. This just kind of flows for me, and I think it's good. I've heard that it works for a lot of other people. It's not going to work for everybody, but if the listener gets a chance to read the lyrics, it comes together. And if that listener is a genuine naturist, then it'll work. It'll be something that I think can be related to and appreciated.
And how would you describe your style of music?
I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know the genre. I think it's multi-genre, honestly. and a music producer will have a take on it. The listener, the novice listener, will have a take on it. A disc jockey might have another take, but I really don't classify it. I don't know. I think it's pop, because I think it is a popular matter. It's a popular subject, and I think that the style of music fits into the popular music genre.
Yeah, I was trying to peg it, and I'm certainly not a music expert, and we'll play it after this interview so that the listeners can also make their own decisions. But in a way, your lyrics and what you're singing has a certain folk type of style to it, but the music is much more modern, certainly because there's an electronic side to it as well. And it's fairly a kind of adult contemporary pop in terms of the speed and tone to it. I was wondering, if you took your song and your lyrics and put them to a guitar, maybe it would be a completely different style at that point. What do you think?
Probably, yeah. That's very well put. That's a good observation. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, none of them are bad. It's just the way it is. It's always interesting to see where people are going with. Do you produce and play the music yourself as well?
No, I don't. I direct the music. In other words, I'll take a guitar and I'll say to the people that are the person actually that's doing this for me, this is what I want the guitar to do. This is what I want percussion to do. And I'm good enough to sample what I would like to have done, but I wouldn't dare play any of these tracks. I barely sing them. I do all the composition, but I leave all the other really professional stuff to the instrumentalist.
So, what's your musical background? What's your experience with music?
Very little, honestly. I don't. A lot of artists will say this, and I suppose it's true. But for myself, I really don't read any music. I don't have any formal songwriting training or any of that. I'm more I think I'm more the idealist and the poet probably, and I choose music for the art form to do this. But there's not any really extensive music background. But that'll change. It'll have to.
So what's your hope? Where do you plan to go with this? You're just really getting started, right?
That's correct, yes. I think I'm going to produce the albums, and I'm going to share them. And I want to promote them to, ideally, the demographic. I want to promote them to the naturist communities. And if I can do that much, I'll feel as if I shared my perspective and my experience with my spiritual cousins. If it turns out to be more than that, I think that'd be great. I do intend to do a couple release parties for the Nature Zones CD. I'll do one probably on the west coast of the country of the United States, and then one on the East Coast. And then in the summer, I'll release Naked Places, and we'll figure out how to do that. But I think if I can get these two albums released, and I will, and share them with the demographic, and I'd like to do this internationally, obviously, then I'll feel as if I've accomplished something that's significant for me.
The whole music industry is changing incredibly fast. Where do you think you're going to sell, and in what formats do you think you're going to sell most of your music?
I think it'll probably take off really fast through the MP3 avenues. I think it'll probably take off with Amazon.com and our Amazon Music and iTunes and the likes. But there are going to be physical CDs, and I'm actually going to hand some of those out at the parties, at the release parties. And they'll be available through Amazon.com and some others, but I think the most sales will probably take place over the internet with the MP3s.
And so iTunes, you think, will be a major source?
Oh, definitely, yes.
So people can get the songs through iTunes. Can they buy it right now?
No, it's not available right now. I do want to wait until the official release, but when they are available, they'll be available through iTunes, definitely. All the major online sources will have it. I think there's some 30 stores.
When do you think that will be?
You know, I want to do this right away. I'm anticipating the release is going to be spring break next year, and it just seems like it's so far away. There's a good chance I'll let it go before that. I just wanted to sort of have a big bash for the release, and I wanted to do that in actually I want to do it out in South Florida, and it could be that we do it earlier. So I'm thinking at the earliest maybe late February, maybe March, and if we get real antsy, we'll do it before that.
Right, but people can already listen to your songs, or at least 10 of them, through your website on Reverb Nation.
Right. It's available for streaming, and the URL is Reverb Nation, all one word, / TONDOU. Actually, it's reverbnation.com / TONDOU.
Yeah, I'll put a link to that in the show notes,
Okay,
as well
great.
as when the CD comes out, we will be carrying it in the Bear Boutique, both the online and the physical store. So as soon
That's
as I can
awesome.
get the CDs from you.
Absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you, Stefan.
So that was my interview with Ton, and now why don't we play one more song from his album?
It's cool. I guess I'd better take good care of it. I'll be going here and there with it. I won't be needing much to wear on it, all spring and summer long. Maybe I'll tidy up the hair on it for the time that I'll be bearing it, getting some oceanic air on it until the seasons are gone. It is my body, it identifies me. In this life I'll be bearing my soul. I don't exactly see the shame of it. I don't expect to get to fame with it. I don't intend to hide, I came with it, and so I don't think it's wrong. I would expect to have some fun with it. I want to feel the gentle sun on it. Besides, I'll never quite be done with it, not until my life is gone. It is my body, it identifies me. In this life I'll be bearing all. It is my body, it identifies me. In this life I'll be bearing my soul. It is my body, it identifies me. In this life I'll be bearing it all.
Well, with that, let's close this episode of the Naturist Living Show. Thank you again for listening. There will be notes for all of the bands and music and CDs and people that I've mentioned Those notes will be at the Naturist Living Show website, which is naturistliving.bareoaks.ca. That's .ca for Canada, not .com. So thank you again for listening, and please keep sending your comments and suggestions. I always appreciate getting them, and I get quite a few now after each and every episode. The show's email address, if you want to comment or submit suggestions or whatever you'd like to say, is naturistliving@bareoaks.ca. That's BARE, of course, bareoaks.ca. So join us again in about a month for the next episode of the Naturist Living Show.
This episode of the Naturist Living Show was brought to you by Bare Oaks Family Naturist Park. Traditional naturist values in a modern setting. Traditional values means that naturism is more than just taking your clothes off. It is a life philosophy with physical, psychological, environmental, social, and moral benefits. Bare Oaks Family Naturist Park strives to promote those naturist values in a modern setting that provides the amenities and services that our members and visitors expect. Free your body, free your mind. Learn more at www.bareoaks.ca.